Governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and be joined by partners from other states, partners from the federal government, and today we are here quite literally in partnership, all working together to try and make sure that Pennsylvania continues to be an energy leader, and as we write the next chapter in our American story, that it's focused on creating jobs and creating good, clean energy throughout this country. Thankfully, here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, we have a senior U.S. Senator who has been a leader for decades on this issue, someone who always looks out for Pennsylvania and someone who is quite literally writing the language in bills that have become law that are helping us transform our economy, create jobs, and grow a clean energy economy, particularly in communities that have been hollowed out and left behind. And so I'm grateful to be here with Senator Casey today, and I welcome him to the podium to share some remarks about the power of partnerships and the power of clean energy future. Senator?
Governor, thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank the Governor for his leadership and all that joined us today on this panel. This is a good day for Pennsylvania when we can begin to chart a new future, a future where we invest in clean energy, in a clean energy economy. We can, at the same time, invest in those communities that are going to create that future. Energy communities are the heart and soul of that new economy. And you're seeing it happen all across this region. The dynamism of the economy of southwestern Pennsylvania, which was built by the people of this community. But there are a lot of communities in this region that the federal government for too long has overlooked. Those days are over. The federal government's making investment now in the people and in the new technologies and the new strategies to create that clean energy economy. And guess what? That means a hell of a lot of jobs. And it also means we can chart a bright future for our Commonwealth and for our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. My name is Ali Zaidi. I'm President Biden's National Climate Advisor, and I'm so grateful to be here in southwestern Pennsylvania with Governor Shapiro, with Senator Casey, with leaders from the federal family, and leadership from the United Mine Workers. For so long, we've had communities all across the country that have been left out, left behind, written out of economic opportunity as it's passed them by. We've had workers who found themselves on the sidelines as the global economy has raced towards clean energy. Under this administration, under President Biden and Vice President Harris' leadership, and thanks to partners in the United States Senate like Bob Casey, we have been able to translate aspiration into action. What was once pie in the sky is now steel in the ground. We are investing in America like we've never done before. 100 factories and counting to make clean energy products here in the United States. Just in the past week, announcements here in southwest Pennsylvania to help us lift up these energy communities, and in southeast Pennsylvania in reinvigorating existing industrial infrastructure to deliver clean hydrogen. This isn't just putting steel in the ground, it's putting steel in the spine of the American middle class, which has been disinvested in it and now, today, is being invested in. Senator Casey said this earlier in the remarks. This is about investing in our communities and in our workers. That's the playbook that works. That's the playbook that the Biden-Harris administration is taking, and we're seeing the proof on the ground. As projects get built, as people get pulled into this new economy, and as places get revitalized. Very grateful to be here.
Good afternoon. I'm Gail Manchin, the federal co-chair of the Appalachian Regional Commission, which was created to work throughout the Appalachian region of this country to bring parity to the communities, to the people that live there with the rest of the country. And so yesterday we were very proud, as part of the work that we do is our power grants, which are specifically for coal-impacted communities. Yesterday we announced the largest power package that we have ever announced in the 5-year history of the power grant of nearly $54 million to 64 projects across 217 Appalachian communities. 19 of those projects, totaling about $17.5 million, are projects right here in Pennsylvania. And they show the diversification of where our industry and our communities are going. It's across agriculture and the food industry, tourism, entrepreneurship, training for existing or new industries that are coming in, and certainly growing those communities to encourage and recruit other new industries to follow in here. I would also say that this is just part of building the Appalachian region. There really are no borders when we think about West Virginia, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New York, all working together to be the heart and soul of this country in the energy future. And so, as the federal co-chair for the Appalachian region, I congratulate Pennsylvania, but I also realize that what we can do across our region to elevate our region makes not only all of our states stronger, it makes our country stronger. Very proud to have the governor here today as part of this program, because the governors serve as the commissioners for the Appalachian Regional Commission, because it is a partnership. I serve as a co-chair to work with the state governors who support our local communities in growing these industries and growing the quality of life to bring parity to the people in the Appalachian region. So thank you, and it is an honor and a pleasure to be here today.
I'm Brian Anderson. I'm the executive director of an interagency working group on coal and power plant communities set up by the administration to work across 11 different agencies across the federal government. Today, here at Westmoreland County Community College, we announced a rapid response team placing federal resources, federal people, to be here in southwestern Pennsylvania to work hand in hand with communities to access the unprecedented opportunities across the federal government and investments into our communities. And so this rapid response team will be here on the ground, working again hand in hand with town managers and county commissioners and economic redevelopment authorities to make sure that we are not leaving any communities behind as we navigate the energy transition. Again, it's a great pleasure to be here. It's great to have partners across the federal government, the state government, the U.S. Congress with Senator Casey, and our Appalachian Regional Commission, because we have to do this together, and it is all about partnership here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Thanks.
My name is Phil Smith. I'm the Chief of Staff of the United Mine Workers of America and Executive Assistant to President Cecil Roberts. I'm here today to announce that the United Mine Workers Career Centers in Greene County has received the funding it needs to be able to train 500 dislocated coal miners and their families and others from the area in the robotics industry as a result of a Build Back Better grant from the federal government, and also foundation funding that we will receive to get the matching funds. This is a tremendous opportunity for people who have already lost their jobs in the transition to clean energy, but it also provides an opportunity for the career centers to keep its doors open and provide funding and training for other industries as they begin to move into here and the energy transition continues. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, everybody.